to the chairperson. I'm Emi Matsumoto. Today, I'd like to talk about how physical activity in women is related to the severity of urinary incontinence. We have no COI. So, first of all, in recent years, various opinions have been reported on prevention of urinary incontinence. Thus, also several studies on physical activity related on the onset of urinary incontinence have been reported. It's still unclear how physical activity affects the severity of urinary incontinence or the quality of life related to urinary incontinence. The aims of the study are to clarify the relationship between physical activity and the severity of urinary incontinence and the quality of life and physical activity as a result of urinary incontinence. From July through to September in 2018, we provided a urinary incontinence prevention program to women in the neighborhood. 20 subjects participated in the program. For physical activity, steps, metabolic equivalents, and exercises were measured for 1 week continuously using an activity meter. The quality of life related to urinary incontinence was analyzed using the International Consultation on Incontinence Questionnaire short form. As a result, you can see the characteristics of the participants. The severity of urinary incontinence showed a negative correlation with meds and exercises. In addition, the quality of life related to urinary incontinence showed a negative correlation only with steps. Interpretation of the results. It can be said that the intensity and quantity of physical activities are high in the subjects with mild urinary incontinence. Physical activity is affected to the onset of incontinence as well as the severity. The quality of life was only related to the number of steps. This data indicates lower steps decreases in the quality of life, or urinary incontinence decreases the opportunity for activity and thus deteriorates the quality of life. The mechanism by which physical activity affects urinary incontinence is unclear. However, it's obvious that physical activity is related to the severity of that, and more physical activity may not only prevent it, but also improve symptoms in subjects with urinary incontinence. Thank you for your time and patience.
Any comments? You said you were introducing a program into the community. I didn't really understand because you've measured what people actually do, don't you? Is that? But you say you have a urinary incontinence prevention program. So what does that include? Do you understand what I'm?
Program.
Yeah. Did you teach or did you or were you going asking and monitoring the women?
Thank you for the good question. We provided a lecture on urinary incontinence and prevention. And pelvic floor muscles exercise.
Okay. So you instructed?
Yes.
Instructed the women, and
women.
Yes. And you had lectures about urinary incontinence before measuring their activities. No.
Thank.
Okay. Maybe. Yeah. Well, you measured what they actually are doing.
Sorry.
Oh, never mind. Never mind. I just were curious if you did any teaching or anything beforehand, before you measured what they were doing. Sorry, I think we'll leave it. Is there any other comments? Well, thank you very much.
Thank you.